Depression. It's a state of an emotion which goes through stages of feeling low and sad. Hi, my name is Shubhendu. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this topic called depression. We will dive deeper to understand the meaning, the definition, the root causes, the symptoms. We'll talk about the trendings, the statistics about as per the World Health Organization. We'll also talk about how one should treat somebody who is depressed, or probably how you should treat yourself when you're feeling depressed. If you're new to my channel, I will recommend if you like my video literally, I will be motivated. Stay tuned, let's go ahead. Thank you. Now let's talk about some symptoms and causes of depression. Importantly, depression happens for various reasons. It is a very complicated state of mind anyone can get exposed to. Let's say someone loses a job, death in a family of someone who was very close, money problems, issues between husband and wife, workplace stress, not able to find job, and there are numerous reasons behind one feeling low and sad. We need to understand the word depression. It is way different than feeling low or sad. Different people will have different answers to define true meaning of depression, because this is an emotion which clearly drives actions. Actions which are dangerous, like locking yourself down in closed room for hours or days, not talking, not active in any social gathering. You get scared of expressing yourself. You're not being productive in any circumstances. Let's look at few examples of how people react when they're depressed. Let's talk about the trendings and the statistics right now. I am looking at the WHO report. It says 1 in 4 people suffer by mental or neurological disorder. Our world's population right now is 5.5 billion, and this tells me that close to 1.3 billion people in the world are most likely depressed right now. It's a huge number, and if you and I imagine, this number is growing every single day. This world is a nasty place to live. There are deaths, diseases, earthquakes, countries facing financial downfalls, people losing jobs, and there are countless challenges in today's time. As per World Health Organization, around 800,000 people die committing suicide every year, which is one person dying every 40 seconds. Also, it surprises me to read that between the age of 15 to 30 are the leaders in committing suicide. let's talk about what you should do when you feel depressed, or what you should do when you see somebody who is depressed. It will be very wrong for me to say that you can come out of depression easily, because it's a state of mind which is very dangerous, and you cannot come out of it unless you yourself start thinking positive about the world around you. Yes, there are people you can talk to, there are medication centers, you can try psychotherapy, you can pick up the phone, dial the number which is there available online. But how can someone change how you feel? How can someone change the emotion which is sitting inside you and killing you? I don't think anyone can help you change your emotion. Let's say we know somebody who is not depressed, is absolutely normal, and knows the meaning of depression. But at some point of time, he or she feels depressed. What do you think the person should do? In my suggestion, the person should immediately start interacting with positive people. Start interacting with those people who love you, who care for you. Because they are the only people who will understand you, who will know and who will find solutions for you. Because understand, depression is a problem. And for this problem, the only thing is to find solution. You need to start spending time with people who love you and who care for you. Because the moment you start spending time with these kind of people, you start feeling better. And the moment you start feeling better, you start opening up. You start opening up your space, you discuss your problems, and you try to find solutions out of them. Well, let's talk about somebody who is in depression right now and seeking medication, healing, etc. What do you think should be done or can be done? As I said, there are a lot of platforms, there are a lot of yoga centers, there are medication centers, there are temples, there are a lot of phone numbers you can dial, there are a lot of things you can do. But do these people heal emotions? Just imagine you're talking to somebody, you're trying to open up to somebody you have never spoken to before, and you're trying to tell them your story and your life situation. Yes, I'm not blaming them. To some extent, yes, they provide you that comfort zone, they talk to you nicely, they give you those ideas and try to fix your emotions inside you, but emotions can be only healed with emotions. And it's the time we start talking to people within your family, within your friend circles, and find out if you see anybody who is depressed. If you really care for that person, if you really love the person, talk to him, talk to her, and find out the problem. Find out the problem and find the solution, because I'll repeat myself, only emotions can heal emotions. Let's start looking at the world in a new way. Let's hope that someday situation will change. We cannot live in misery always. Time will change and time will heal. It is a new day every day. Love, care, and hope is the emotional cure for depression.